they are able to pull off this victory here tonight. At the Gruber Lofts' One Call, That's All Sports Desk. Stephen Watson, the 5-time All-Star Marcus Johnson. And Marcus, in a game that featured 32 lead changes, it was tied 11 times. The Bucks end up on top. How did they get
Harris, his defense on LaMelo, his defense coming in at times on Knueppel was really outstanding. But the play of Kyle Kuzma and Giannis together, Doc, you know, trying to figure out this puzzle of a basketball team. Sometimes, you know, it can be like the word puzzles that I do on my cell phone, or it could be like the New York Times crossword puzzle, or it could be a Rubik's Cube. And so this team is tough to figure out, but starting Kyle Kuzma, you know, I was wondering how this team would respond, how Kuz and Giannis would play off each other. And, man, this thing looks good. At least for one game, it looked really good between the two of them. And the balance, how many guys in double figures? Eight guys, and one guy, Gary Trent Jr., I think had 8 points himself. So the balance, the way they played together, the way they tightened things up defensively. And then when you've got an MVP on your roster, two-time like Giannis, making the kind of defensive plays that he made down the stretch, that to me is a big key and will go a long way into getting him the recognition he deserves as, you know, one of the top players, not only in the league, but a legitimate MVP front runner, as opposed to always the behind Jokic, behind Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So I don't know if I answered your question, but I'm tired of talking, so I'm gonna shut up right now.
Well, it does help that the Bucks shot 65% from the floor. You mentioned Kyle Kuzma, season high 29 points here tonight. He's standing by with Melanie Ricks. Take a break, Marcus.
Oh, boy.
Kuz, congratulations on the win. 29 points, 10 boards, 5 assists. Your best game yet as a Buck. What got you going tonight?
I like 4 steals too. Yeah. I like more. I like the steals, but yeah, I just try to play and compete, and that's what I'm trying to do every night. Just being out there, being in service for my teammates, and trying to, you know, just get a win. So.
Well, and speaking of steals, Giannis forcing that turnover at the end. You really had that connectivity tonight. What helped you two have that synergy?
I'm just trying to play off him the best as I can. I've only been playing with him for a handful of games, right? And I'm just trying to figure it out game by game. And I think that, you know, just trying to use my IQ and cutting when he has all the attraction in the world. So.
And then let's talk about the whole team. 8 guys in double figures. What was it that helped you guys get it done as a collective unit? It's
a team win. Every single night we got to come out and play as a team. And if we get 8 guys to score like that every night, then you never know who nice it's going to be. You know, it was mine tonight. It was somebody's tomorrow. You never know, and that's how we need to play. So.
Congrats, Kuz.
Yeah, thank you.
Kyle Kuzma, the Bucks' leading scorer with 29 points. And here's a look at that balanced attack from Milwaukee. 8 different guys in double figures, and some of the names at the bottom of the screen coming off the bench to help the Bucks outscore the Charlotte Hornets bench 42-27 here tonight. But it was Kyle in Kuz control, Marcus, and really impressive stuff. He mentioned the steals, but it was a complete game effort from Kyle Kuzma, the entire both ends of the floor.
Well, and you're right. And in terms of just leadership, I mean, he calmed Cole Anthony down after he was getting Harris for a nice back cut for an easy left. So I'm saying the things that he did that don't go as noticed as the steals and the rebounds and the 29 points, his all-around play. And a couple other things I got to point out. Doc Rivers, his decision to go to A.J. at the start of the second half. A.J. had 1 field goal attempt in that first half. He was 0 for 1, just made a free throw on an illegal defense of all things. But Doc went to him in 3 straight possessions. He knocked down a couple of threes, got going. Miles Turner, his shooting, especially late in the game, was huge for this team. And as these guys are talking about, this is what you want to see in terms of sharing the basketball. And then final point on Kyle Kuzma. He started out the season coming off the bench. He didn't complain. He embraced his role. He gave it all he had as a bench player. When you do things the right way, you play the right way, you have the right attitude, things work out for you. And now he's inserted into the starting lineup with that same attitude, that selflessness, and you see the kind of performance he had tonight. So hopefully against his former team, the Lakers, it will continue tomorrow. But, man, what a great start for him being for this being his first game as a starter this season. What a great what a great beginning.
Yeah, I think it's a great point. There's one thing being told you're going to have a new role. There's another thing accepting that you're going to have a new role.
Trust me. When you've been a starter all your life, you've been, averaging 23, 24 points a game a couple of years ago. Now all of a sudden, play a role, average 12 points a game. I can do that in my sleep. What are you talking about? But he embraced it, all about the team, all about doing what it takes to win. And now the basketball gods are paying him back for some of that selflessness that he's displayed.
Well,
namaste.
I'll tell you what, as basketball fans, we were treated to
whatever that
You're
means.
on one tonight, aren't you?
Namaste.
Kuzma and Giannis had a special relationship on the floor here tonight. And he is our GMC professional grade performance. We're going to get loopy here in this post-game show. Giannis goes for 25 points. How about 18 assists from number 34 tonight?
Wow, that is absolutely nuts. I mean, 18 assists for Giannis in this game, and still producing 25 points and big plays that step around on the baseline against Bate, I believe, late in the game. I mean, some of the things he was doing, but ball distribution. And here's the thing. So teams play him the way Charles Lee decided to play him tonight, sending that kind of defense at him, that many defensive resources at him. He played the right way. He gave up the basketball. He drew the defense. He baited them into double teaming, triple teaming, and then hit the open man, and you see the results. So, when you play the right way, good things happen.
I think what really stood out, and you talked about it with Lisa on the broadcast, is of those 18 assists, 14 of them were made three-pointers.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how you win games. He scored or assisted on 77 points tonight for the Bucks.
That's amazing, and it's Giannis. We get used to seeing him do amazing things, Stephen, but this game was different for him because of the way Charles Lee approached it defensively and how he had to alter his approach and not get over-aggressive, trying to take too much and start running over people and taking bad shots and forcing shots up against three defenders. So that in itself shows his evolution in terms of his discipline as a basketball player. And that's one of the things I've enjoyed the most these last 11 years, watching his evolution as a thinking man's basketball. These last 11 years, watching his evolution as a thinking man's basketball player. His basketball acumen continues to evolve.
Well, I'll tell you what, as a rookie right now, watching Knueppel play this game, he's making it look easy. How about a career night for the Wisconsin kid? He comes back to Fiserv Forum for the first time and delivers a 32-point performance. He had 16 points in the first half on 6 of 9 shooting. He had 16 points in the second half on 6 of 9 shooting. Over 2,000 in this building here to cheer him on, and he put on a show, Marcus.
No, he was really good. And so my thing also, it's not how many you score. 32 is not the sneak that, believe me, but it's when you score. And some of those shots that he hit late with Miles Bridges, missed that dunk, ball bounced right to Knueppel, able to knock it down, may have tied the game up and put them up late in this game. The shots that he was knocking down, the situations that he was involved in, and he was able to come through, tells you an awful lot about his future in this league, that he's a guy that can embrace a big moment and perform at 20 years old.
Yeah.
Coming back home against a two-time MVP in Giannis, the Bucks champions in 21. He was all a part of that growing up. Now he's got to come back here and play and get over the nerves of playing at home for the first time. And this kind of performance, man, tells me he's going to be star caliber player in this league.
Yeah, I mean, the Charlotte Hornets got a good one in him, and it comes from a basketball family. We documented it all night. Congrats to the Knueppel family. It had to be fun watching their oldest son play basketball here at Fiserv Forum, get a front row seat to 32 points for him. More to come here on Bucks Live. We'll talk about